MCX Gold hits all-time high. Will the NIFTY Index show recovery? Let's know in today's FMTA for the 25th of January 2025.
Welcome to Unfolding the Secrets of Elliot Wave Theory through today's financial market technical analysis and updates about weather and monsoon in India and around the globe.
FMTA for the 25th of January 2025. To a new session of FMTA, a fuller version for the 25th of January 2025. Well, it's been a while and there has been a lot of gap. Also, it's a wedding season, so was quite caught up. So I'm back with full force, and we are going to discuss about the NIFTY 50 Index, the BSE market, the Dow Jones, the Hangsang market, and also about the currency and gold in precious metals. So let's do the needful. I have opened up the NIFTY 50 Index NSE and I am in the 15 minutes chart. Let's go back to the daily first and let's update ourselves with whatever count I had. So the bigger picture is that we are in a fourth correction right now. Whether the fourth correction is going to end soon or how long it's going to continue is something which we all want to know. As an investor, of course, we would like the markets to recover and the markets to go up. So let's do the needful. We are in a ABC right now, so that's the C correction of the fourth wave. So that's almost the end, but how far is it? So going in the hourly to discuss. Now I did come up with a pattern that I saw, and also because my indicators have become divergent now, despite the market making a new low, and also there is some pattern that I see. Now that's the A, B and C. I have just cleared off some of the lines which could create confusions and make it look more clustered. So I wanted some clarity on this for you all to understand. So this was the last ABC which I discussed. So that's a three-wave movement. So I just saw that there are a lot of three-wave movements. So in the end, there is a pattern called as an ending diagonal, which has three-wave movements all over till it ends. So generally it's in the C wave. So C wave or the fifth wave, or whenever a trend, a motive or a corrective trend is ending, that's the time we get those diagonals, and it has a three-wave movement in it. So I am seeing something like that. I have just got a dotted line here just to make a temporary shape of it, and whether it's going to be this is something which we will see in the next week, and take care of the ABC here. So making no more confusions now. So I hope this is much more clear. So what are these now? That's my, let me take another color and make a count on this one, taking a little darker color. So this would be my A, then this would be my B, or we can say it's a five-wave movement. So it's 1, 2, then that's a third one, 3, then 4 and the 5. It's clearly shown that the 5 is already done, but we want to make sure that it's the correct pattern that we are seeing. So what will tell me? So whenever the market prices close above this point, and to be more precise, if it closes above this point, that's when we can say that the market is going to reverse and we will get some kind of upside to it. So right now when I'm talking about that, that is almost like a 1200 point movement. So the first moment we would capture is somewhere here, that is 23,433 level. If it crosses above that with a very positive bullish candle, then we might see the upper level also. So that's when we will know that we are looking forward for a reversal, and if the market goes below this, then of course the correction is going to continue till where I've already discussed in the previous session that till where it looks like. So now the second would be this one right here, the channel. So it has already gone beyond that, and then it's this one, the next one, 21,854, which is quite a lot, and I don't feel like it should go till that level, but this is what we will discuss in the next week, and my support would be a massive support that I would be discussing with you is this one. That's 22,977. That's a massive support right there, and we don't want prices to go beyond that. So that's for the Nifty 50 index. And then, of course, I've already discussed two levels where we will see some kind of reversal on there. I feel like that's the pattern, and generally whenever this pattern comes in the end, we just see a very good bullish movement. And is there anything that might support this pattern is we all want to know. Yes, we will be looking at the currency, we will be looking at the global markets and also the gold, and see if things are supportive to the pattern or not. And then let's go to the Bse market. So this is Bse Sensex 30. We already had the trend lines in place. I'm sorry, it's getting loaded. And this is what I had discussed. I will be taking care of few of the trend lines so that to clear off the confusion. So taken care of some of the lines. Yes, look at this. It went towards this line. So we saw this level of 75,665, a short, little gap that is, it has not yet touched this line, and it's been a massive fall since this part. That's the 80,000, from 80,000. Generally, I don't tend to show a massive fall or just say something like this because panic selling. So, but it did go there. So that's the level, but we are very much nearing that level, and it has pushed after that. Whether we have a 5-wave movement or not is something we all want to know. Then in the Nifty, I did see something like a 5-wave movement, but I will be confirming that in the next week, because lots of time it has been that I see some positive 5-wave movement and then the correction continues. So let's wait for this one. And we can have a look here though. Well, we do see something. You can see here 1, 2, 3, a 4, somewhere here 4, and then a 5. Well, whether it's a very clear one, not yet. It's very much small, and if it continues till here, then it's no longer a 5-wave movement. So do we see a shape of a diagonal? Yes, I do see a shape here also. So let's quickly do that. I will be showing you this right here. Let's take this. And it's there, very much there. Here we are. And we can see how, perfect these 3 points are. So I've taken this point and this point. So now that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if I get one more, then like I said, it should not break this level. This level would be for the Bse 75,670, and something positive if we are looking for, the prices have to move beyond, or sorry, above 77,326. It has to give a good closing, that is some good bullish candle. And it has to be closing above somewhere around 77,500, 600 levels. That's when I would, just watch out for a positive market. Now, I see this diagonal. It should not break the support that I discussed. So that's for the Bse. So both showing the same shape. Now, again, of course, we are in the C. That's the fourth correction, the C wave of the fourth correction. That's the end of correction, basically. And also, markets have been divergent. That is making a new low, but in the indicators are positive. Then we have the global market, the Dow Jones. Now, let's discuss Dow. Here we are with the Dow Jones. And as we can see here, it wonderfully, beautifully touched this below trend line, and then it has moved in a massive motive moment. You can see how sharp it is. Now that's a positive global market, but our markets have not yet shown any positive signs. A little bit, but not very great. So hoping that this positive movement of Dow Jones, now we are in the hourly of the Dow Jones. So of course, if I go in the daily, we will see that it had a very bullish closing. You can see how beautifully the trend lines are working for us. And it did touch this line. And then we have a bounce back. So quite a very good start. Now, little bit of indecisive Dow Jones on the Friday. So let's check the date. Now this one is on the 24th, that is yesterday. And then we had a very bullish candle on Thursday. And then a slight indecisive one, not very negative, but quite positive on this. But we do see a gap here. So generally gaps are not a good sign. We don't want it to, cover the gap. So it might though. So something is positive. The Dow is positive for now. We got a good bounce back, very motive movement here. So till what it will continue? Well, we have this resistance here. Now the resistance would be an all-time high, that is 45,094. So if it crosses above that, then we'll see a new high. Now, there is no massive resistance right now because it has already crossed the Fibonacci resistance also. So I am looking for a positive Dow Jones. And then we have Hangsang. So let's go to the Hangsang market. Let's check what happened with our previous analysis. Well, it did break this channel. It did go for the second, but then again, before it could touch there, it has already moved above, and it's very much struggling in this particular point. We can see how this is the blue, that is a very strong resistance for Hangsang market. So look at that. Now it has been struggling quite for a long time now over there, and then it is just volatile, going down, coming up. So not very positive, not very negative, very indecisive type, but it has a lot of gaps also. Two gaps here, small gaps. It did cover one of the gap. Let's go in the hourly to check. We can see how it has covered the gaps. So now same thing, we will be waiting for this one. Now this would be a support, that is 19,639. I don't see that it will go negative again because the closing was quite a positive bullish candle. That's for the Friday. So positive Hangsang, a little bit indecisive Dow Jones. So nothing of it is supporting a downside for now for the Nifty. So maybe the Monday will be a positive day for the Nifty Index and the Bse also. So this is the global market, and then let's go towards, now yes, if prices go above this line, that is if the Hangsang markets go above 20,145, give a good closing of around 20,250, we will see that the prices will be going up again. So, and if it goes below that, it's taking slight resistance here. So if it goes or closes beyond 20,000, giving a very bullish candle, we will see it going towards this particular channel and finally getting a touch of it. So 18,783 is something that we might look for the Hang Seng market in case if it takes resistance of this particular trend line. So that's the Hang Seng market. So generally when I am looking for a fifth wave, but it has not yet started. So whenever we are in a correction, I tend to not discuss the count. It's better that we stick with the trend lines because the counts keep changing if it's a complex type of a correction. So generally when it's a complex correction, it's basically a combination of one or more type of corrective waves. So it can be a triangle, it can be a flat. Triangle itself has so many different types. So when there is a combination, we might get expanded flat, we might get a zigzag, a double zigzag. So there are so many varieties in it depending on the complication and the market that we are looking at. So that's the reason why I use trend lines to make me understand if the correction is somewhere nearing the end or not, so that we are not very confused with the count. Now that is for the global market. Of course, let's go towards the currency. I'm sorry, it's taking a little bit of time. Well, this is the gold futures. We can have a look at the gold futures first, and then we can go back to the currency. That is the USD against INR, and this is the gold futures for the ICE market, USA. And we can see how we are waiting for a fifth wave in the ICE. This was the count previously made long back. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm waiting for a fifth wave. Well, the correction seems to be having a shape of a triangle, is what I feel. A triangle it is, and that's the reason why it has bounced from here and it did not make a ABC like a zigzag. So if it's a triangle, what type it is? So here it goes. That's how it looks like, a triangle for now. Look at that. So I'll generally keep it here so that we get some kind of shadow, and then we have this point here, and then we have the upside. So what will happen in the gold? Well, this point would be my support for the upside. So that's going to be 2,751 for the ICE gold. And then if the prices keep soaring above, we will very soon see a high. That's going to be an all-time high of 2,804 or 5. So I do have the targets for the MCX Gold futures for India, and that's the fifth wave target. So I want to discuss that after this. So let's go ahead and discuss it. Here we are with the MCX Gold futures. I am in the daily. This is what I see, and that's the triangle that I'm discussing. And then this is the point from where I want to check out whether it's going to be a motive one. Well, it looks like a motive because we have crossed the all-time high. So gold is at all-time high, and right now it has the high of 80,312. That is yesterday on Friday, and closed at 80,026. So the first target seems of the fifth wave. Now look at this, 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. Generally, whenever it's a very sharp first wave, second correction. So the fourth one is little complicated, and then when it's a triangle, the fifth wave is short-lived, but it does have a good target. So the target that I have got is 80,151, and the second one is 81,135 using the Fibonacci and Elliot Wave connection together. So prices, of course, we want to know if it's going to turn, whether it will not touch 80,151 is something we all want to know. Well, wait a second. Oh, it already did. So it's 80,312 is already being touched. I'm sorry. It's the late night, and the target has been achieved. This target has been achieved. The second one is 81,135. Whether it will touch that or not, we'll go in the hourly and let's check that. Here we are. Let me keep this. So first target achieved, second target is 81,135. It's something I feel it might go for. Now there are 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I am very much keen to know whether it will be touching the second target or not. It all depends on the ICE gold also. If the global gold is positive, I'm sorry for the background noise. If the global gold goes positive and goes for the fifth wave target for the same, our MCX gold might touch 81,135. So what will be support for the MCX gold? Well, this high would be my support for now, or I can say this one particularly here. So 79,276, that's a massive 1,000 point or more than 1,000 point support that I'm giving for the downtrend to start. In case if it hits below that, then there is something that we should be quite, alert about. So that's a very good support, 79,276. The prices should not go trade beyond that. So fifth wave movement, let's see if it touches 81,135. It's 1,000 points almost. So slight difficult, but let's wait. And of course, the indicators have been divergent. The gold is making quite a big high and all-time high, and the indicators are not positive about it. So that shows that, there's a slight resistance coming up. A fifth wave is very much there. And after a fifth wave, we all know that the ABC is coming. So in an upside trend, ABC means correction coming. So first target is achieved, so everybody needs to be alert and careful. And then let's go to the currency. I'm sorry, here we are. Just a second. For the 24th. So USD against INR, this is the channel that I had made so that we know whether, the currency, our rupee is going to get stronger or not. Well, 86 is what we are seeing here, 86.72, almost touching 87 levels. That is the dollar, and that's the weakest the rupee has ever been. So slight correction has come, and we do see the closing of 86.20 paise. So what will show us if we are waiting for some kind of stronger rupee? Well, this channel, I am going in hourly. So in hourly, if you see here, this is the channel. That's my AB, the corrective phase that I will be talking about. That's the A, B, and C. So the touch of A, that is the end of A and the start of C, or the end of B. Well, the channels are between that and the prices are moving between that. We did see something here, very short-lived. The prices didn't close, it's an hourly candle. So that day it did not close below this line. So this channel is something that is going to tell us whether we will see further downside or not. So well, if the prices go below this, then we will see some stronger rupee. And then we'll see some downtrend starting, or else it will just be a small correction, and then we'll see the upside coming. The daily is not telling me that. The prices are due to get corrected, and if it gets corrected, we might see a level of 85.87. So if it goes till there, is what I feel will happen in the coming week, because the global is slight positive, and also I see that the C correction is almost over in the Nifty 50, and does not look like it should further continue, but the next week will tell us everything about it. So these are the levels that I feel. So it should break this channel and go there, and if it does not break this channel, it will continue the upside. So the upside would be till where? If I extend this, we will see here that the upside would be around 86.58. So that's for the currency. Well, I am not yet very positive about the USD against INR going down. That is the rupee getting stronger. Not yet positive, but let's wait and watch. So that's it for the currency. And also the gold. Also, we have an upcoming online crash course for Dow theory and trend lines, to know about the trend of the market and how trend lines can help us in understanding the support, resistance, and a major movement coming up. So it's on the 6th of February. It's an online course. So if you are interested, I have already shared the details on the YouTube channel and also on Instagram. So have a look at it and do contact us. So that's it for today. Also, I have got a recommendation that I should do the mid-cap index and the small index for small cap index for the Nifty. So I will see how I can, just accommodate it, maybe a different video, because this already is 24 minutes, almost 25. So that's a lot. So that's it for today. So this is Vaishali Sheth signing off. See you in the next week. Thank you.
Kindly like, share and subscribe. Learn technical analysis and get specialized in wave analysis today and be your own fund manager. Why to rely on others when you yourself are aware of how to do your financial investments? Get your commodity currency and annual monsoon report. Also, we offer career counseling programs with assessment from class 8 to up till your graduation. So thank you all and see you in the next session of FMTA.